So we got this very rare RX-7, low mileage, all original paint, but we have some damage. It's actually down in this lower section right here too. A big spot right here, little minimal crack right here in the paint, which if everything goes right, hopefully the little crack will basically close up and not hardly show here in the end. But you can see here a little bit better, and you can see this little hairline crack right here. So we're going to hope that nothing worse happens with this. And right here you can see this is actually bowed in here. So we're going to get this thing out and save this factory finish. We're going to take this fender liner out so we can gain some access to it, and then we're going to find out what tools we need. But check out this. And he also wants me to come back later and take care of a few door dings and stuff in it. But today we're just going to focus on getting out the massive dent in the fender. But man, this thing, the vinyl top or convertible top, still looks like brand new. The paint is awesome on this thing. You can tell he takes care of it. And also, like, check out the interior on this thing. Very, very nice. I haven't seen one of these things in quite a few years. But look here, he's got him some aftermarket brakes. So we're going to get it back to original, just like it was before this incident happened. So here's the access. It's actually, I believe, going to work pretty good right here. This area is actually open a little too much, but I think we can make this work and get this out, because the dent actually is right there, the deepest part. So I believe we can get up in here and get some good soft power to it.
So this is a Kiko bar and tip. This thing puts out tremendous amounts of power, and this tip is phenomenal also. And we're hoping for a big amount of this to pop out very quickly. So as I work on this vehicle here, it brings back memories from when I used to do body work back in the 80s and early 90s on these vehicles, and kind of remember the way the metal moved. So we had to blend the crown down there that way to release the pressure, and we can push some more of the metal out. If you don't do that, it's going to hold it in. You're going to end up pushing real hard and end up cracking the paint. Here on this lower section, you're going to see a big area pop out once again. That was good. checking out the area where the paint was cracked, and it's closing up very nice, so that is awesome. So this Kiko tip is working very good, getting very good direct solid pushes on it, very, very clean. And it is coming up nice and actually quicker than I thought, so that is awesome too. So now I'm going to use this stand liner tool here to roll a couple little imperfections out, and then it'll be getting very, very close to being finished. I'm going to use a different stand liner tool here with a different bend, a different roll. And this repair took somewhere in the 3.5 hour range to get this completed. And it came out very, very nice. And the customer was definitely happy with it. Saved this factory paint, which was very important. So you can see all the different tips, blending hammers that I've used here. This is all just experience, learning which ones work best and fastest to get the best product turned out and make this go back to the factory finish. Time and speed is where the money is, and that's what we're trying, is perfection also. So these pliers here are very, very good for the edges, and you can change the tip out. You can see the one I'm using right here, the little red cap one. Anyway, you can see how these things here will go right on the edge, and you can push up the edge without actually damaging the paint and stuff, and it keeps from pulling on it, which can kink the edge. So these take a little bit of time to learn how to use also, but they are very, very good for edges of doors, edges of fenders, and it's a very good product that you can have in your arsenal for repairs for sure. So it's just a combination of hammering, tapping, pushing, blending, anything it takes to get these dents out. Just like right here, I'm using a Stucky hole straightener on the edge of this fender.
So we're getting really close here already. Got some imperfections up here. A little bit through here. Little there. This down here is looking pretty nice. I was worried about that. I was able to get that body line out. Thank goodness it came out pretty easy. This one here is the one that's been tricky just because paint's already a little bitty spot on, but it literally has closed up. So I'm going to do my best to finish out these little bitty imperfections, and hopefully it will look like it never happened.
Well, we've come to an end on the repair here, and this thing came out very nice. I was happy with the way it came out. Didn't know what it would do with this older paint on here, but being that the paint was taken care of, very good, and probably kept inside most of its life or all of it, it is in very good shape. came out very, very nice, and the access wasn't too terrible bad, and having all the right tools. So if you would like and subscribe to my channel, I'm fixing to show you without the light and the natural light so you can see exactly how it looks without the light on it, which actually come out looking nice. And now it's about time to load up and head out and get back to the house. But here you go, natural light, a good slow view of this so you can see it very, very clearly. But this thing did come out very nice. I did my best to make sure this came out as good as possible. That way it would keep this factory finish. But like I said, like, subscribe to the channel, and check this puppy out. Beautiful, beautiful car.